What's up, everybody? This is your stream, Mr. Steven, and welcome to another edition of the Steven Factor Storytime Week. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for only two story times left, and now this is Storytime 13, the M.I.A. group. Now, this is a story that I went there for every 3 years. um, this building is about people who have disabilities, answers so many questions, which are also known as me as a psychiatrist. Now, I'm going to tell you that the story where it all began since June. Um, it happened since a few summers ago in June. It was during on the Gay Pride month, and it's the middle of the weekend. So yeah, it was a Gay Pride month. And for the first time ever, I decided to go to M.I.A. group by myself. And, people trying to ask me so many questions. And, well, actually, my aunt always talking too much, um, asked me so many questions before I head out. And, I really know how to do this. And that's because I just decided to go by myself. So I took a train, the fourth train to Borough Hall, and I decided to walk down by there on Court Street, and there's the address, the building called the M.I.A. Group. Now, it was somewhere between on the second floorish, I think, and when I look inside, there's not crowded of people. I give a lady for a paper, the invitation, and she gave me the registration to write down, asked me so many questions about my past life and everything. And to be honest with you, it was okay, I guess. But some of the questions there sometimes are completely very difficult to me. And so I just got up, and there's this black doctor who was being rude and very disrespectful. And I was trying to be nice to this lady. So I just asked her, like, excuse me, I want to know what this question is. And she said, sorry, sir, you should probably go do it yourself. But I said I was asked her a question. So she said, if you want to find a question, just solve it. So I said to her, okay, thank you. I walked back, and this black lady just give me an attitude. And I really don't like people trying to get an attitude with me because I feel angry about it. But let me tell you something right now. I really don't like this place whatsoever because this building is really uncomfortable. And that's all. But I already asked the other Hispanic, a lady. She's very nice to me. She understands so many questions I could do it. And that's it. I wrote the questions. I wrote the answers, by the way. I wrote the answers. And yes, it was no big deal. Who gives a crap anyway? So I just waiting for the psychiatrist shows up, and there's a black lady, a psychiatrist. So she called my name. I got up. I went to the office and asked me so many questions. And I started rocking like so. And yeah, uh, so I went in there, and the lady asked me a questions like, "How you doing today?" or something like that. And she also said, where do you go from here?" I answered the subway and stuff, and I walk like a half a mile, something like that. And that's very disrespectful. Pull some loud music outside, so I'm truly apologize for that. They just decided trying to bring that back in. in the mid 1980s. They used boombox and stuff. All right, I truly apologize for that. So let's move on. So I answer all the questions, and for the first time ever, this lady asked me two new questions, which is I really uncomfortable with. And she said, and I quote, "Are you planning to kill yourself? And also, are you planning to kill with others?" So I say no twice. But and to be honest with you, that really bothers me, and it really makes me uncomfortable because these two new questions that if if I get mentally illness, they wants me to ask me a new question that I am suicidal or I mentally disturbed and everything. But I really don't like that question whatsoever, and that is really painful. So, anyways, um, math problems from subtraction. Um, Also count backwards from 1 to 10. Count forwards from 1 to 10, and backwards from 10 to 1. I remember that, and I also yeah, give it a little bit of a memory game like car, table, chair, and also I can't remember for the last 3 seconds. So that's pretty good, to be honest with you. And yeah. So the lady said I'm done. I got up and get the hell out of here. And to be honest with you, I really don't like that place whatsoever. I really hate it. So meanwhile, I decided to go down, went to the subway, head back home, talk to my neighbors a little bit. I need a little bit of, free time. And I told my mom a day about it. Even my aunt to sit down on a chair too. I just really don't like do this stupid conversation. But I told them everything is good for the flashing colors. So I talked to my mom, right? And it's been I tell her about those two new questions that I really don't like. Like, are you planning to kill yourself and I'm planning to kill others? But remember that these two questions that in case I am in mentally illness and stuff. But you know what my aunt said, and this is a funny answer. And that was totally embarrassing. She said the a stupidest answer that it always making me laugh in my mind. So I told my mom a question. Those two new questions: Are you planning to kill yourself and planning to kill other? I mean, are you planning to kill yourself and are you planning to kill others? And I tell him no, but my aunt asked me the answer the other way, a stupid way. She said, "Tell him no, I didn't plan to kill others. Jesus Christ is in me." I was like, "What?" That was the stupidest answer I ever heard in my life. But the truth is, I'm not going to do that because I would definitely get embarrassed myself. That's number one. And number two, I'm not going to say these things because that was completely inappropriate. I'm going to say it to my own answers. All I'm going to say is no, and that's it. Don't say something else like, Jesus Christ is in me, I'm a child of God, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what? I'm not going to say that on my future answers when I'm definitely going back to this building. But to be honest with you, a couple of years ago, my mom and I always went there all the time. But right now, as a 30-year-old man, I decided to go by myself. And since during the next day, which is on Friday, the letter shows up. And I said I'm still continuing with this disability, etc., etc. But yes, it was a good experience for the first time by myself doing solo. But I really don't like that place whatsoever. I really don't like the ladies very disrespectful me. And this building is really giving me a creeps. So I really don't know how long it's gonna last. But I know it's gonna take every 3 years, but I think it's gonna take forever. And I don't know when I'm definitely gonna stop. But man, it was it was really uncomfortable. Story we continues. Toda para la familia.